Hello, and welcome to Barb Talks. Today we're going to talk about what we look like. Had a conversation with one of my girlfriends a few days ago, and she was talking about how she doesn't like the way she looks like now. She's got gray hair and she feels old. And I was thinking, we always think we look better about 10 years before where we currently are. And then we get to where we are now and we look back and go, it wasn't so bad back then. What was I thinking? So I thought I'd take a little gander through different photos from my own childhood. And this is what I was like as just a little baby. And it's like, every baby looks cute, no matter what. But this was about when I was going into kindergarten, and my paternal grandfather had given me a really bad haircut, and I felt really ugly in that picture. But again, I look at it now and I think, oh, what a cutie pie. And then various school pictures. School pictures are never what you would call really all that great, but it does show the growth of, the hair. That was more of a popular style of that day. That was a good style, but notice the teeth. I had very crooked teeth, and I also had very crooked, and I had a lot of teeth. I had about 13 teeth pulled out of my mouth when I was in middle school because I had so many teeth. My maternal grandma also had very large buck teeth that were crooked. So I don't know if that was an English thing or an inherited thing or what, but it shows different hairstyles, hair lengths, teeth. I talked a lot in school too, and now I'm looking at it. It's probably because I couldn't close my mouth because I had so many teeth. But I really liked the long hair. I went through a phase where I just always wanted princess hair. I think after when I was a little kid and I had that really bad haircut going into school, after that point I really liked long hair. I thought long hair was so pretty. And went through a bang phase, went through a grow out the bang phase. And this shows a little bit more of the teeth, what they looked like. I have a really good picture. I'll see if I can put it in here. That shows even better. This is around 9th grade, right before I got braces. This is 10th grade. This is where I just started getting had the teeth pulled, and then was getting the braces begun in there. And I'll put in a picture or two of where I had braces. This one in particular shows when I was in Kismet, which was a community theater play. And they were only supposed to have 18 and up in the play, but I went with my mom, and I was like a practice pianist in the background. Me and another one of my friends, Sue Warner Bean, were practice pianists. And I think they had this just wild costume that nobody fit into, and so they just dragged me into it, probably as a joke, and had me put it on and made me a harem dancer. And I looked like those noodles that are outside the to get people to buy things at car dealerships that they kind of just blow around in the wind. That's probably what I looked like. I was very ungraceful, a period of life. But the thing is, it was a very vibrant time of life as well. And I think that's important looking back, is that even if I may have looked awkward in society's eyes, I was having a heck of a lot of fun, and the people that mattered didn't care. And then I got into high school, and I think around my junior year was where, senior year was where I had more the Captain and Tennille look at that time. And then it was a piano concert. I started getting a perm, and that was after the braces were off. And then when I was in Apple Blossom, what I liked about this picture was that since it was a professional photo, they did all the touch-ups, so it made me look really good. So that was fun. But yeah, so it's different times of life. That's the teenage years. In the college years, there was quite a difference in fluctuation of weight gain, because when I was in college, with college food, you end up eating a whole bunch. And so I gained quite a bit of weight, and I had permed hair, so that was a different look there. But again, I was having fun. I was who I was at that time. And then I got out of college and didn't have enough money to really provide myself with food. So I lost a whole bunch of weight, and I was down like for a period of time between college and when I married my husband. I was down to like 86 pounds. It was totally unhealthy due to stress and due to not having money to eat. I just didn't eat. And that was not a healthy time. I then got pregnant, and then you go through the pregnancy body. So a woman's body changes again inside as it is preparing for a baby. And then there was the years where I was a young mom and different hairstyles depending on, you got the short hairstyle, and then I remembered why I didn't like short hairstyles. So I'd grow it out again type of thing. And the different body weights, body sizes, hairstyles, the way the face changes. When I started coloring my hair for a while with henna, but then I started letting it go its natural silver. And that was really fun because I got to be something different. And as my hair got silver and it changed texture, it now does stuff it never did before. I used to have like stick straight hair, and it was really, it had to be damaged to actually hold curling with a curling iron. And now I've got this texture in my hair that I can get it cut in such a way where it actually does a styling thing without me really doing anything with it. I just kind of wake up in the morning and comb it and go, well, that looks interesting today. And it's a fun time in my life. It's like, I guess to say that appreciating or attempting to appreciate each phase of life. Would I want to go back to looking like a teenager? Hell no. Would I like to go back to looking like a 20-something or a 30-something? No. I lived that time. I experienced what I looked like at that time, and I experienced the things that were appropriate in that time. And now I'm in a different phase of life. So I guess what I want to tell my friend who I was talking to about her feeling bad about her wrinkles and her age, I guess I look at it as I've never had these wrinkles before. And I've never had I've had glasses since I was in my 40s, but a new thing I have now, I've got glasses, obviously. I've got hearing aids. I've got orthotics in my feet. I wear a night guard at night so that my teeth don't grind. In my parents' generation, there were a lot of people who either had no teeth, and so they had false teeth that they would just like put in their mouth with this glue type of stuff called Polident or Poligrip or something like that. It was a temporary glue to keep your teeth in your mouth. That was really common. I just learned recently that from my sister that my grandma kept her teeth at night in a dish in the kitchen. I never knew she didn't have, those weren't her real teeth. So it was a really common thing of people of my parents' generation to not have natural teeth, but to just have dentures is what they were called. Or my paternal grandma didn't have teeth. My maternal grandma had the same kind of teeth that I had growing up. They were buck teeth and extra teeth in her mouth. So I guess our current look of, everyone has to look like a movie star to be considered attractive or whatever, it's really an impossible thing. And so if it's an impossible thing for younger people, then why are we as people in our 60s expecting to not only look younger, but also look perfect or whatever, like some Hollywood actor that's, gone through all this extra work and has makeup artists and hairstylists and digital stuff that's done to make them look perfect on the screen or whatever. I just think it's a good thing to take a look at who we really are and not be so concerned with what our outward appearance is, not feeling like we don't measure up. Because who we are is who we're supposed to measure up to. And if we are growing inside and we are happy with what we're looking like, then that should be enough. So that's what I'm talking about today on Barb Talks, is that any friends out there that are not feeling like they're as attractive as they used to be. Just because you're younger doesn't mean you're better looking, and just because you're older doesn't mean you're worse looking, or vice versa. And even just because I had crooked teeth or braces or a bad haircut didn't make me a bad person. It's just what it was. It is what it is. So hope that encourages someone else today. And I'm just going to enjoy what I look like, and I enjoy what you look like. Thanks for watching Barb Talks.